World Television Day celebrations didn't have to stop this past Sunday, and that's why we're continuing with the festivities. We have some more of our favorite presenters' favorite foods on the menu, and next in line is a mouth-watering baked treat that is sure to have you salivating through the screen. Bring in the delectable apple galette. Dummy.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
I figured if these people come to my show, I need to show them how we do things on our show.
Girl, you do that.
And I know you do, like, even though you're on a very, very amazing and very inspiring health journey, I know you like to, treat yourself.
I have a sweet tooth. I do have a sweet tooth. And because it's apples in, I can say that it's healthy.
An apple a day.
An apple a day.
We had you in mind. We had you in mind, definitely. So I'm going to start off by making the pastry, which, whenever you're making a galette, it has a short crust pastry. And I know some people want to get adventurous and say, can I use other types of pastries? When it comes to this kind of dish, I'd like to say no. Stick to the basics, because what you want is the beautiful, crumbly, flaky dough that's going to carry everything together. So what I'm doing is I'm mixing all my ingredients in here. I've got some of my flour. I've added some sugar. I'm going in with my salt. And then what we're doing is whenever you do short crust, you do the dry ingredients first, and then you go in with the wet ingredients.
Where's my notepad? I just feel like I need to be writing down notes because y'all are just hitting me with everything right now.
I'm crumbling in our fat spread here, our butter, into this mixture, and then I'm going to add some ice cold water and some of our egg white. But you're going to get started with
a filling, for sure.
You've got some apples there, but I figure because this girl's been in the kitchen long enough, you're going to take us through exactly what you're going to be doing.
So yeah, I'm just going to be slicing up the apples right now, because this is obviously an apple galette. If it was an orange galette, you'd use oranges, It is what it is. But also, to me, I'm just noticing that you're using cold water and cold butter.
Yeah.
If I had to warm that up, what would happen?
It would not be short. What we're talking about is...
It would be long.
Okay. When we talk about short crust, we mean that it breaks off easily. It's got that beautiful crumb. If you make too much of the liquid, it then becomes, in essence, you're going to work it a lot more, meaning it's going to activate the gluten, meaning it's going to be more stringy, and you don't want that with your dough. So you want it to be as short as possible, and colder butter ensures that that happens.
So we got the apples, obviously beautiful apples. This is Golden Smith apples. And what we're going to do now is just we're going to beautiful coat these apples. So obviously the more apples you use, the more filling you're going to have. We're going to go in with some baking powder.
Okay.
There we go. That's going to go in. Some sugar. So this is a whole lot of sugar because we need some sugar. We had two beautiful dinner or mains earlier on. So we need a sweet treat to finish things off. So all the sugar is going in. Some lemon juice as well, and this is just going to coat beautifully. So bring this all together.
So that is essentially going to be our filling that is going to go into that short crust pastry that Dumi has made.
Yeah,
and then Dumi, I also see that you've got some melted butter there on the side.
Correct.
Is that just to, once you fold it in the corners?
Yeah, that's just in essence to fold it up. When you put it on, once we folded it in, we're going to brush it on the edges, and we're going to sprinkle some sugar on top of it to give it that additional crunch. So if I want to, while you're scooping up, Jamie, I just want to show South Africa what we mean by galette is that this is how it becomes a galette, because in essence, the pastry itself is the carrier. You don't need a baking dish. You don't need anything else. This is it. This is the galette.
Beautiful shape as well.
I'm going to give you guys that to finish it off. Now stop licking that screen and head over to afternoonexpress.co.za for the full recipe and ingredients list so you can make your own version of these tasty treats. Now coming up, we've just got so much more Afternoon Express heading your way as Jamie, Dumi, Tabzi and I get to enjoy all of the tasty food we've made together.